Microsoft Visual Studio provides users with windows for exploring files and customizing controls. In this video, we discuss the windows that are essential for developing C# applications. These windows can be accessed using the toolbar icon below, menu bar, and on the right edge of the toolbar, or by selecting the name of the desired windows from the View menu. Now, the Solution Explorer, let's go to the Solution Explorer. The Solution Explorer window lists all the files in the solution. When Visual Studio is first loaded, the Solution Explorer is empty. There are no files to display. After a new project has been created or an existing project has been loaded, the Solution Explorer displays the project's contents. The project of the Solution Explorer that runs when the solution is executed, it appears in bold text. This. And for a single project solution, you have only one project. Later on, you learn how to create one or two or more projects. Also, with this Solution Explorer, you can go to Home, you can pen changes, you can switch asynchronous, you can refresh the solution, you can also collapse the solution and click this to view the solution. Then you can search your solution, type a word to search for a solution if you have numerous projects. Now, so with this selected, you can change the name here. I don't want to do that now. You can also view previews. You can your assembly info. If you double click the assembly info.css, you have access to change the assembly info, that is the name of your computer, the name of your project, the company name, the products, the copyright stuff, and trademark. You can add this to your website, to your project. This is the following is the ID of the type library of the project to expose to COM library, and you can set the version here. So I'm going to shut this guy down now. Shut the assembly down. Then we have the resources that are necessary to run the application. Maybe you want to add something like images, so images will be placed inside your resources, and then the settings for your project. And here, this form can be gotten. Let me close the form.css, and the form here, I only have one form at present. I can double click to get the form to my Windows document, to my window, or to the Windows to Microsoft Windows environment or interface. And here I can view the code behind this. Now there are a lot of generated code for me here. If I double click the designer inside with the form, if I expand the form now, I can go to designer mode, the house of these are generated code by Microsoft Visual Studio that without this the form cannot run. So this code are generated for me automatically when we created the C# tutorial. So I will shut this guy down now and go back to my CSS, the design view, and shut that down. Now the program execution begins from program.css. With this program.css, we now, when you click the run button or the start button or debug button, execution begins from the main. I'm going to explain this later on. So this will run the main form, that is form 1. Now I'll shut down the form.designer. The CSS. Let's go back to our form.designer. Now next we'll talk about the toolbox. The toolbox, if I click this arrow and move up my mouse, automatically this will go back to the will hide itself. So if I want it to stay permanently, I can click on it and click the pin or to hide or hide this. If I pin toolbox down, this will automatically stick to the page. And I can also drag database explorer, and this is true. I can switch to database explorer and toolbox. With the toolbox, we have button, menu, checkbox, text box, label. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to drag a button here and drag it to my Windows to create Windows of my Windows application. Here I can drag button, checkbox, text box, label. Let's drag a label, or you can click and go to your form and click again to drop it here. Here I can change the properties here without writing a single line of code. We have the button property, and if we go to properties here, we have the properties for this button. We have the property. If you click the form, we have the property for. Notice that the properties for this has changed. If I click the button, we have button one properties. If I click this, we have button form properties, and this to combo box, we have combo box properties here. Now to switch back to button one, I'll click and go to properties. Here I want to change the button name from button one to something like welcome. So I'll here to test, I can change the name to welcome without writing a single line of code, and we're going to do a lot of things here. Welcome, and we can change the alignment here, the test alignment. We can change the let's play a little more with this. We can change the back color from this gray to active blue. You can add images to your button. You can create default cursor. Maybe you want to use mouse or you want to use hand, etc. You can change that here, or you want to use hand. So I'm going to leave it by default to this arrow. You can change the flat style from standard to, let's say, pop, and you can change the font size too, the font size for the text. You can add images to this text. We'll be dealing with a lot of this later on in this course. You can set the data design, focus, layout, and margin, and lots more.